Hi there guys, I hope you have had a good day. So apparently Lomachenko has now had surgery on his injured shoulder. Now, that injury didn't occur during the fight with Lopez, apparently it happened weeks before, and apparently he had to take 1 week off of training and sparring, and was forbidden to train or spar after having an injection from a doctor. Now, we knew about this after the fight. It came out pretty soon that he had some sort of shoulder issue. And we did know that it was going to require surgery, but did it really affect him all that much in the fight? Well, yes, it was going to, considering the surgery, what he has had done. We don't exactly know, but you can see in the images what extent they had to go to in order to fix up his shoulder. So there was obviously some issue there, but we don't really want to hear excuses. We never have done as boxing fans. We don't want to hear someone say, this is why I lost the fight. No, you lost the fight because the other guy was better. The best thing to do is to give them the credit, then come back in the rematch and prove the reasons why you did lose the fight. Because if that is the true reason, then the best thing to do is to leave it alone. Go and have the surgery, do it quietly, then come back, get a rematch if they can. I don't know whether Lopez will oblige them in a rematch, but if he does, come back in a rematch, then the difference will show. Then we'll know, okay, something might have been wrong in the first fight, but the best thing to do, I believe, is to let us come to that conclusion, not come out and say that I'm having surgery or this was a problem, that was a problem. I know there was big hype in the build-up and a lot of back and forth. Lopez was saying a lot about Lomachenko. Lomachenko did not like it. You can see by the way he was looking at him and breaking social distancing to have a real face-off. There was big egos involved with this fight, so of course, if there is an excuse, they are going to use that to get out of it, but that is not the way. Now, with regards to that rematch, is he even going to get it? Well, considering what is going on, I think Lopez is looking to maybe move on from Lomachenko. Obviously, he has that opportunity to do so. There is no rematch clause, so if he wants to, he can go and fight anyone else. He's looking at possibly Devin Haney, or maybe a little bit more excitingly, possibly the winner of Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. I know that the winner of that fight gets Devin Haney. That's kind of why the fight is happening and why it was ordered. So yes, that will be great. But if I'm honest, in my opinion, I would rather see the winner of that fight go on and fight Teofimo Lopez as opposed to Devin Haney, because I just think that, why not? Teofimo Lopez has just put down this precedent of fighting the best. He just won the IBF world title. He could have just sat on that, had a few defenses, but no. He wanted to go for Lomachenko. So he's kind of put down that gauntlet for the others to follow. If they don't, then Teofimo Lopez has truly set himself apart from those other fighters, so they need to follow suit. Luke Campbell has, Ryan Garcia has, by fighting one another. That is why I believe the winner of that fight is probably better suited to a fight with Teofimo Lopez as opposed to Devin Haney. But then again, the winner of Haney and Luke Campbell or Ryan Garcia could go on and face Teofimo Lopez if he hasn't moved up in weight by then, because he is talking about moving up to 140 and fighting the winner of Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez, which would be a great fight. But I don't know if Teofimo Lopez's size will be an advantage or a disadvantage in that fight. I'm going with disadvantage, especially if it is Josh Taylor, who is incredibly strong, incredibly durable, and a lot bigger than Teofimo Lopez. That guy is a big super lightweight. Teofimo Lopez, yes, is a big lightweight, but Josh Taylor is a big super lightweight. So there is a difference in size there. So Teofimo Lopez might find himself in that situation where he's the smaller man fighting someone who's a lot bigger going up in weight, just like Lomachenko was when he fought Lopez. So it will be interesting to see what Teofimo Lopez decides to do next. He is undisputed, so he's in a great position, but he can pick his fights now. And considering he picked to fight Lomachenko, it will be quite exciting for all of us to find out who he's actually going to be fighting next. Obviously, he's just fought Lomachenko, so it's not going to be anyone on that level, because Loma is elite level. Unless he does take a rematch with Lomachenko, which I don't think he will. I don't believe that he will oblige that rematch for Loma. I think that Loma is best suited to a weight below. Many do say that Loma should go down 2 weights, but that's too much. I don't think he can take all of that weight off. If he does, he'll never be the same fighter again. You cannot lose that kind of weight when you're used to being around 135. I know he's not. He's probably 137, 140 because he's not big at that weight. He's a smaller guy coming up. So he's not naturally big anyway, but you cannot afford to lose that kind of weight and go back down. Once you've gone up, it's very difficult to go back down. We've seen that over history in the sport of boxing. So what he must do if he wants to go down one weight class to 130, or stay at 135 and try and regain his world titles, which won't be easy. It won't be easy getting the fight, let alone getting in there and beating someone like Teofimo Lopez. It was hard enough the first time, and he came unstuck. And with regards to this shoulder injury, would it have played such a big factor as maybe we can believe, or maybe Lomachenko fans or Lomachenko himself believes it did? Well, I guess the only person that does know that is Loma himself. The important thing is what Lomachenko knows. He knows whether it was an issue or not. If it was not, he's just making an excuse, and he'll know that if he does get a rematch. If it was the real reason, then he'll be confident going into the rematch, but we won't know until that time. That is why I believe it would have been better to try and get the rematch and just leave this behind. Any explanations of why they could not throw so many punches, don't need it. Really don't need it. And going forwards, hopefully he comes back better and stronger. But in that fight with Teofimo Lopez was the better man on the night. They both have injuries, they both have issues going in. So you just have to continue on. It's your choice to get in the ring and decide you are fully match fit, or you're never going to be that, but 90%. They have to make that decision. Teofimo Lopez did, Loma did. They got in the ring and Loma was bested by Lopez. The best thing to do is to move on. I know it's not easy considering he's an elite level fighter, one of the best in the world, pound for pound, arguably number one at the time. But ultimately, Lopez bested him on that night, and he just has to move forward, try and get a rematch, and if he believes that that was the reason, then get back in there and overturn Teofimo Lopez. That is the best thing he can do, get in the ring and prove that he is an elite level fighter, because there are many claims that now Lomachenko is not the fighter everyone made him out to be. Of course he is, he's a 3-weight world champion, the first ever to achieve that. He is the real deal, and I think that putting him down only takes away from what Teofimo Lopez was able to do on that night. So Lomachenko is the real deal. 1 defeat, 2 defeats does not mean he is that guy, because he is. He's an incredible fighter. Teofimo Lopez just got the better of him and became undisputed. The shoulder, any other excuses, they don't matter at this point. What matters is who won the fight and what they do to come back. What Lomachenko does now is very important going forwards in his career. So guys, anyway, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on Lomachenko now having shoulder surgery, and we have seen the extent of what they had to do to rectify the problems with his shoulder? Guys, anyway, drop your thoughts on this in the comments below, leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.